Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB Today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase viewers were left fuming during Wednesday night's episode of the ITV quiz show as a contestant was denied what many believed was a correct answer. Controversy erupted on Wednesday's episode of The Chase after one contestant was denied an answer many viewers deemed correct, with some fans ready to file formal complaints. Bradley Walsh was steering the show as hopefuls Gary from Hull, Sarah from Clitheroe, Ailsa from Fife, and Londoner George competed for a significant cash prize. The episode was charged with tension from the outset, as Gary bagged £6,000 and Sarah contributed an extra £7,000, aiming for a new wardrobe for her Australian adventure. Strawberry farmer Ailsa, hailing from Scotland, stunned her team by opting for the high £44,000 offer and successfully tackling it, winning admiration from chaser Dara the Menace Ennis, who remarked, "You deserve that with the bravery of going for it." However, 23-year-old George became the center of controversy. Despite accumulating a respectable £7,000 in the individual round, the supermarket employee controversially chose the minus £9,000 option, leaving viewers puzzled and reducing the team's collected winnings to £48,000 before the final chase. The peak of the drama occurred in the game's dying moments when Bradley put forth to George, "The term carjack is a blend of car and what other word?" Without hesitation, George responded, "Hijacked," reports the Express. Bradley Walsh swiftly dismissed a contestant's answer with a firm hijack and quickly moved on. With the clock ticking down, the team struggled to bounce back. At the end of the round, Bradley remarked, "Bad luck with hijacked, we needed hijack." The incident caused an uproar among viewers, with many feeling George's response was unjustly turned down, potentially costing the team their victory. One irate fan tweeted, "Yet again, hashtag the chase is a joke. Hijack/hijacked. Who gives a fuck?" Another viewer expressed their intent to send a strongly worded email, while someone else commented, "Hijacked. This show is getting more fucking corrupt every day." A different fan called the decision too severe, saying, "So harsh that Bradley couldn't accept hijacked instead of hijacked." Another vented, "Hijack versus hijacked, are you joking?" And one more stated, "Hijack, not hijacked is a bit harsh, especially at the speed Brad is reading, hard to tell if he said carjack or carjacked." Another even went as far as to joke that they were going to complain to Ofcom. Calls were made by others for ITV to review its regulations in light of what many saw as a significant blunder. Despite a commendable effort, the contestants were ultimately caught, with just 13 seconds remaining. The Menace confessed he didn't see it coming and attributed the defeat to the team's slow pace in answering questions. Even Bradley couldn't help add a sting in his closing comment, noting, "And the £48,000 turns to dust just like that." The drama unfolded when a contestant gave what many viewers believed was the correct response. Bradley Walsh, ever the professional host, calmly denied the answer, moving the game along. But in living rooms up and down the country, jaws dropped. Social media instantly lit up, with fans demanding to know how could Bradley possibly mark that as wrong. It wasn't just a casual slip-up either. Viewers claimed this wasn't a matter of opinion, but a matter of fact, and that's where things began to spiral. Cliffhanger, but here's where it gets even more surprising. The answer in question wasn't just sort of right, it may have been technically correct all along. Now, anyone who's watched The Chase knows that fans are passionate, but this time they went further than usual. Tweets poured in by the dozen, and soon people weren't just asking questions, they were threatening to report ITV to Ofcom. For those unfamiliar, Ofcom is the UK's broadcasting regulator, and when fans mention it, you know they mean business. To them, this wasn't a hairless TV blooper. This was about fairness, about contestants being denied a rightful chance at thousands of pounds. Cliffhanger, but did Bradley Walsh really get it wrong, or was there more to this than met the eye? Here's where it gets tricky. Bradley Walsh isn't just the quizmaster, he's a national treasure. Beloved for his humor, wit, and compassion, most of the time, he's the glue that holds the show together. Yet on this occasion, fans began questioning him in a way that's rare. Was Bradley simply reading the rules set before him, or had he made an error under pressure? Some loyal supporters quickly jumped to his defense, insisting that if Bradley marked it wrong, he must have had a good reason. Others weren't so sure. The debate raged on. Cliffhanger, but what if I told you this isn't the first time something like this has happened on The Chase? Longtime viewers may recall that this isn't the only time an answer has been contested. In the past, contestants have been pulled up for giving an answer that was close enough but not exact. And sometimes they've been rescued by Bradley's quick judgment. But other times, they weren't so lucky. This history of disputed answers has created a fascinating tension. It's part of what makes the show so gripping, the unpredictability, the possibility of controversy at any moment. Yet as this latest incident proves, when real money is on the line, even the smallest slip can spark a storm. Cliffhanger. So what happens next? Does this all end with angry tweets, or could ITV actually face action? In the end, whether or not Ofcom steps in, one thing is clear. The Chase has once again shown why it captures the nation's imagination. It's not just about quiz questions, it's about fairness, trust, and those high-stakes moments that keep us glued to the screen. Bradley Walsh may have walked off that set with a smile, but for fans, the debate rages on. Was the contestant robbed, or was Bradley simply following the rules to the letter? And perhaps the real question is this: if a simple game show can stir up this much passion, what does that say about the way The Chase has become part of our daily lives? So next time you tune in, remember, it might not just be about getting the answers right. It might also be about what happens when the right answer isn't accepted. And that, my friends, is where the real drama begins.